Jai Bharat everyone, welcome to this video. Johari Window questions detailed. Please join, subscribe and help me in the mission called anti-suicide. Super dad and super mom, questions for them that you have to ask, पूछेंगे आप और assimilate करेंगे information. What was the funniest thing I did as a toddler? These are leading questions like an expert psychologist so that they can get into the corner where you want them. What was my first word? If you remember, which food did I absolutely refuse to eat as a kid? Even if you know the answers, please don't judge anything, don't give any hint, be blank slate and let them express. Who was I more attached to growing up, mom or dad? What was a toy I was obsessed with? Was I a quiet child or loud, troublesome child? अगर अपने बारे में आप जानते भी हैं तो भी पूछे. What is one school memory of mine that you still recall or tell people? ये बहुत ज़रूरी है ना. The point here is, guys, you have to take this in spirit. Okay, this interaction with parents is quality interaction. प्लीज इसे enjoy करके करना. इसमें कोई भी mess create मत करना. Do I spend enough time with the family now? बहुत important question. What is one habit I have today that reminds you exactly of yourself? उनको याद आएगा. Attachment. You can see the mirror image, or they can see the mirror image. हाँ. Do you think I work too hard or not hard enough? Feedback. When I'm stressed, do I shut down or do I get angry? So your habit. Is there a skill, cooking, fixing things, whatever it could be, that you would like me to learn from you? Okay, or you wish I would have worked upon or learned from you? Do I listen to your advice or do I just pretend to listen? This is very important because this gives a feedback on your listening ability, listening skills. Or अगर आप चाहते हैं that they give you the right feedback, you have to definitely ask these ones. What is the biggest difference between my generation and yours? What is the biggest sacrifice you made for me that I don't know about? Is there an apology I owe you that I haven't given yet? Beautiful question. What is your biggest fear regarding my future? If you could change one major decision I've made as an adult, what would it be? ये बहुत ज़रूरी है पूछना. And give me 4 things that you feel I do not know about me. Blind spot coverage, guys. So ask these questions in spirit, not spite. I'm repeating. I don't want any troubles for you. If you want to do your Johari, you will ask these questions to your parents. Next, like, share, subscribe, and join my anti-suicide mission by just sharing my videos, my content. You will definitely be saving lives. Okay, coming on to coming on to the content for super teachers. So your super teachers, and thanks to my super teachers, they made me what I am, and I'm able to help the youngsters, youth. So you have to ask this to your super teachers, long-term teachers, 3, 4, 5 years who have taught you. Leading questions, and to be honest, it's all about the stuff that matters. What was your very first impression of me? On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate my punctuality, discipline? What is the one subject or topic I seem to grasp naturally? Do I ask enough questions or do I stay too quiet? Is my communication style clear or confusing? Do I work better alone or in a team? What is my strongest technical skill, quality? Whatever you have to ask. And I would prefer you asking all the 3. Main questions: do I take feedback well or do I get too defensive or defensive? What is one bad thing that undermines my professional image? Very important. Do I seem confident when I speak or do I look nervous? Where do I tend to get lazy or cut corners? Do I show leadership potential or am I better as a follower? And what is one soft skill? Empathy, negotiation, whatever you feel like I need to improve immediately. What is the glass ceiling in my personality that limits my success? So very important questions. Please ask these questions. And again, I request you to please be open to accept whatever words they give. You have to note down those words. You have to find whether or not you are that person. Okay. You have to ask them if they have seen you fail and they have chosen not to help so that you would learn a lesson. Very important. What is one thing my peers do better than me? And if you had to fire me, say you were working for them, what would be the one reason that you would be fired for? If I were a brand, what would be my tagline based on my work ethic? If you were starting a company, would you hire me? Why not? If I don't change my current trajectory, parabolic motion, projectile, where do you see me in 5 years? So where would you make it? Like above horizon, below horizon, whatever, right? So ask them, record it, save it, and all this is for your betterment. So ask these questions, record them, note them, whatever words are given. And now we are entering the friend zone. Literally the questions that your BFFs should be answering, long-term friends should be answering. And these questions, again, reminder for like, share, and subscribe, and joining my anti-suicide mission. So these questions definitely would matter to your friendship. And if there is some kind of awkward response, not expected response, you have to behave matured. You cannot just cut ties with people just because they were blunt enough to talk real. So if they type shit, you're not supposed to make a shit out of it. Please. Leading questions: what is the first song that comes to your mind when you think of me? If I were a cartoon character, who would I be? What is the funniest memory we share? Am I the planner in the group or the go with the flow person? What is my signature catchphrase or word? Maybe you're unaware of it. Do I dress well or do I need a makeover? That's just for the pretentious purposes. Who is more likely to survive a zombie apocalypse or a life threatening situation? So, this is just to know how good they know you and their reasons should be heard very, very, I would say, maturely. You should not be judgmental, remember, sentimental. Am I a good listener or do I talk about myself too much? So, whether you are self centered or open, do I complain too much? What is one thing I do that secretly annoys you? Do I judge people too quickly? Am I reliable? If you call me at 3 a.m., do you know I'll pick up? So, whether they know it, they feel it, that should be checked. Do I handle rejection, breakups well or badly? What is a lie I tell myself that everyone else can see through? This is very, 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 very important question. You have to ask this for sure. And as I said, not for breaking the friendship. This is for making it stronger. So ask these questions. Do I change my personality depending on who I am with? What is the one topic you avoid discussing with me because I react badly? If I were in jail, what would you assume I did? Have I ever hurt you without realizing it? So all these questions matter. Now, up to you whether you ask these questions or you are stuck with it and you do not move forward, because whatever they say, you ask this question, what do you have to say about me? So you listen to it. You listen to it, you definitely record it, you assimilate it, you eliminate all those things which you feel are not appropriate, and that's how you are done with your Johari. You have identified the open area which others talk the same about you, which you feel. You have calculated the blind spots by taking the right feedback from right people. Hidden area has to be explored by sitting and talking to yourself. And finally, unknown, if you have a hunch, put it there and we will discuss. Thank you for watching this video. Good luck with your Johari window and Jai Bharat.